You open your textbook. You look at the first sentence. You study it, but your brain doesn't actually take it in. So you go through it again. By the third time, your hand is already reaching for your phone. You tell yourself you're just checking the time. But 20 minutes later, you're scrolling through videos of people living lives that look way more exciting than yours. You feel that heavy weight in your chest, that voice that says, "Why is this so hard for me but so easy for everyone else?" That's exactly how it felt for Maya. Every single afternoon was a battle she was losing. Maya sat at her desk, the same desk where she had promised herself just 4 hours ago that today would be the day she finally caught up. She had her highlighter ready. She had her coffee. She even had one of those study with me videos playing in the background to make her feel like she was part of a team. But the page stayed white. The highlighter stayed capped. Maya wasn't lazy. She actually cared a lot. She wanted to do well. She wanted to make her parents proud. But every time she sat down, it felt like her brain was a radio that wouldn't tune into the right station. She'd look at the pile of assignments and feel a literal physical ache. It was like trying to push a car uphill with the brakes on. "Maybe I'm just not a study person," she whispered to her dog, who was napping peacefully on the rug. He didn't have exams. He didn't have to understand how the economy worked. He just had to exist. Maya felt a weird flash of envy toward her dog. She tried the brute force method. She grabbed her phone and threw it across the room onto her bed. "Okay, Maya, no phone, just books. Go." 5 minutes passed. Her legs started bouncing. 10 minutes. She started noticing a tiny smudge on her window. She spent the next 5 minutes trying to clean the smudge with a tissue. By the time the window was clean, she felt exhausted. She hadn't even written a single word of her essay, but she felt like she'd run a marathon. She slumped back in her chair. "I'll just start at 6 p.m., she thought. 6 is a round number. It's a fresh start. But 6 p.m. came and went while she was staring at the fridge, looking for a snack she wasn't even hungry for. This went on for weeks. The tension in Maya's house was growing. Her dad would walk by her room, see her staring at a blank screen, and just sigh. He didn't say anything, but the sigh was louder than a shout. It said, "I thought you were working." One Tuesday, the results for her midterm came back. Maya didn't even want to open the email. She knew. She could feel it in her gut. When she finally clicked, the red letters felt like a punch. It wasn't just a bad grade. It was proof. Proof that she was failing. Proof that she couldn't keep up. She shut her laptop so hard it clicked. She walked over to her bed, crawled under the covers, and stayed there. She felt like she was standing at the bottom of a giant wall, and everyone else had ladders. She was just hitting the bricks with her bare hands. "I'm done," she thought. "I'll just do something else. I'll get a job. I'll quit." But deep down, she didn't want to quit. She just wanted the heavy feeling to go away. She wanted to know why her brain felt like it was constantly fighting her. But what finally changed everything wasn't a motivational speech or a fancy new planner. It wasn't about trying harder or wanting it more. It was a realization Maya had while watching her dog try to get a treat out of a plastic bottle. She watched him flip the bottle, bite it, and growl at it. He was frustrated. He'd give up for a second, walk away, then come back and try again. Suddenly, Maya realized something. Her dog wasn't frustrated because he was bad at getting treats. He was frustrated because the task was designed to be difficult. The bottle was a barrier. She looked back at her desk. What if the problem wasn't Maya? What if the bottle was the way she was trying to work? The next day, Maya decided to try an experiment. Usually, Maya's goal was study for 4 hours. When she thought about 4 hours, her brain saw a giant, terrifying mountain. Her brain immediately wanted to run away to something easier, like social media, because social media is a tiny, easy hill. So, she made a rule. I am not going to study for 4 hours. I am going to study for 5 minutes, but I'm going to do it with the door open. It sounded stupid. 5 minutes? That wouldn't even cover 1 page. But she sat down. She set a timer. In those 5 minutes, she didn't try to learn everything. She just tried to understand the first 3 sentences. That was it. The timer went off. Ding! She felt okay. The heavy feeling was there, but it wasn't crushing her because she knew she only had to carry it for 5 minutes. She decided to do another 5. By the end of the hour, she had done 20 minutes of actual work. It was more than she had done in the last 3 days combined. It wasn't a perfect upward line. On Thursday, she tried the 5-minute trick, and it didn't work. She was tired. She had a headache. She sat down, and within 2 minutes, she was back on her phone, looking at shoes she couldn't afford. She felt that old, familiar shame creeping back. See? You're doing it again. You're failing again. But this time, Maya didn't go hide under the covers. She remembered the dog in the bottle. Sometimes the treat doesn't come out on the first try. That doesn't mean the dog is a failure. It just means it's a hard bottle. Okay, she said out loud. The bottle is extra hard today. Let's try a different angle. She moved from her desk to the kitchen table. She didn't take her books. She just took 1 sheet of paper. She told herself, just write 1 sentence about what you read yesterday. Just 1. She wrote, supply and demand is basically just how much people want stuff versus how much stuff there is. She looked at the sentence. It was simple. It wasn't academic, but it was true. And she realized she actually understood it. A tiny spark of, I can do this, lit up in her chest. Over the next few weeks, Maya stopped trying to be the perfect student. She stopped trying to look like the girls in the study vlogs with their aesthetic pens and perfect handwriting. She accepted that for her, studying felt like a friction-filled process. Her brain was always going to look for the easy exit. So she started closing the exits. 1, the phone jail. She didn't just put her phone across the room. She gave it to her dad. Don't give this back to me until I show you 3 things I learned, she told him. 2, the ugly notes. She stopped trying to make her notes look pretty. She started drawing messy cartoons to explain concepts. If she was learning about history, she'd draw the kings with goofy hats. It made her laugh, and for the first time, she actually remembered who was who. 3, the social contract. She told her best friend, I'm struggling. If you see me online during study hours, send me an annoying text telling me to get off. One afternoon, Maya realized she had been working for 40 minutes without looking at the clock. She wasn't in the zone or feeling limitless. It still felt like work, but it didn't feel like torture. The wall wasn't getting any shorter, but Maya was finally building her own ladder, one small, messy step at a time. Maya finally understood why studying felt so hard. It wasn't because she was broken. It was because she was trying to do everything at once. She was trying to climb the whole mountain in one jump. The secret wasn't more discipline, it was lowering the barrier to entry. Your brain is designed to save energy. If a task looks too big, your brain will protect you by making you want to do something else. It's not a flaw, it's a survival instinct. To beat it, you have to make the task so small that your brain doesn't feel threatened. Maya stopped asking herself, how do I study for this exam? She started asking, how do I get through the next 5 minutes? When the next exam came around, Maya didn't get an A+. She got a B. But when she saw that B, she didn't feel like a failure. She felt like a champion, because that B didn't come from luck or talent. It came from all those 5-minute sessions. It came from the messy drawings and the phone being in jail. She realized that the hard part of studying never really goes away. You just get better at handling the friction. You stop waiting for the motivation to arrive, and you just start the timer. If you're sitting there right now feeling like Maya did, looking at your books like they're written in a language you'll never understand, just know this: you don't need a new brain. You just need to stop trying to be perfect. Put your phone in another room. Open your book. Read 1 sentence. Just 1. That's a small win. And small wins are the only way big things ever get done. If this made you see your situation differently, there's more like this waiting for you. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one that might change your perspective again.